Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today for a brand new pick a card reading. For anyone that might be new to the channel, hello and welcome in. My name is Melissa, and in today's reading, we're going to be looking into what is next for you. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is looking at any general energies, events, situations of significance that are coming up next for you in the near future. This is a timeless reading, so it's not really confined around any specific timeline. If you guys feel drawn to the video and you feel like you want to watch it, there may likely be a message here for you. So the goal is just to pinpoint anything significant and major coming up for you in the near future that you may want to be aware of. Let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. First and foremost, you guys, this is a general reading, so keep in mind that some messages may resonate specifically to you while other messages may not. If it doesn't apply, just let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset if something in a very general reading is not specifically resonating with your situation. If you did want to book a personal reading with me, all the details on how you can do that will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a much better way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation, whether that's with me or any tarot reader out there. This is also a future prediction style reading, so just keep in mind as well that energy is always changing. The future is not necessarily set in stone. So if you guys do see something that's coming up for you in the future that you don't feel excited about, just know that you have the free will to change up your energy, your actions, your reactions, and potentially create a whole different reality for yourself. So never feel stuck or tied to anything that a general tarot reading is saying that's going to happen to you in the future, because you absolutely can create something different for yourself. All right, let's get into our pile selection. We're doing 3 piles today. Starting on the left, we have pile 1 with some peach moonstone. We have pile 2 with some pyrite. And we have pile 3 with some rose quartz. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about what's next for you, the next major energies you need to be aware of. Go ahead and select the pile or crystal that you feel the most connected to intuitively. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected pile. See you there. Hey, pile number 1, if you all picked out this peach moonstone, palm stone, this is going to be your reading. We're looking into the next major energies coming up for you in your life. So let's go ahead and start here, and then we're going to shuffle the rest of the cards on camera. So we start off with the message of action, the temple path, and the 7th chakra. Okay. So what's next for you, pile 1? I feel like what's next for you guys is some period of time, some event, some situation that is just kind of a temporary stop on your spiritual path. The Temple Path card is talking about certain situations that are here to help us prepare for the next step. Some situation that's helping you to prepare for the next step in your life, or helping you prepare for the ultimate goal or achievement that you're striving for right now. This could really have to do with any area of life. We're going to get more cards and see if more specifics will come through. But the temple path is beautiful because it's definitely saying that you guys are on your spiritual path. You're on the right path. And whatever is coming up next is a period of learning, a period of preparation. This is also an indication too for some of you guys that you have like your ancestors, your spirit guides around you, supporting you during this time. You guys notice all the little orbs here? So you are being guided and protected. And this definitely feels like very divinely guided type of energy that I'm seeing here. I think you guys also with the 7th chakra, it's going to be a time where I'm feeling like maybe for some of you guys, this could be a situation where you feel a little bit doubtful about it initially, because maybe it's not quite where you want to be, or maybe you don't feel like you've really reached the point that you want to reach just yet. And so during this time, I think you're going to be guided to sort of lean into trust and just trust the process. And even when you're having doubts, continuing to action forward and keep going. Even if things don't look the way that you want them to look yet, or feel the way that you want them to feel yet, the 7th chakra is talking about having like an open channel from spirit, right? So kind of even maybe for some of you guys going through a spiritual awakening, coming to a realization that where you're at is exactly where you're supposed to be, and being able to see from a higher perspective that this situation is here to prepare you for something much bigger, something much larger in your life. Some of you guys may really be connecting with your higher self and becoming much more self-aware during this time, becoming much more connected to spirit. Like I was saying, your ancestors, your spirit guides, things like that, your angels, becoming more aware of these things and seeing the signs and synchronicities all around you to help sort of relax you into the fact that you are on the right path. There's definitely this energy as well of movement, right? So maybe this change is coming in really fast for some of you guys, where you're needing to go toward it really quickly. I'm really being drawn to how this horse is moving really fast toward their temple path, right? Maybe it's an energy for some of you of feeling like it happened so fast and not being sure, again, like how to process it, and being a little unsure about, okay, is this really right? You know what I mean? But there's something that's pulling you toward this path that's driving you to take action here. So this could be a time where things may even feel like a little bit fast-paced for some of you. I think I want to do tarot next. But ultimately, like, this is a sign that where you guys are headed next is it's on path for where you're ultimately supposed to go, okay? So let's do some clarifying energies with the tarot, and then we'll get into a couple more oracles so that we can just see what else is coming through for you guys. So clarifying this action energy for pile 1. What's next for them? What is this about? Page of Pentacles. Yes, this definitely feels like you guys might be starting something new or different, or starting in the bottom or starting fresh with something, because Page of Pentacles is very much a beginner energy. Yeah, okay. Clarifying this 7th chakra. The 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you know, the 6 of Wands at the bottom, I definitely think there's an undertone of feeling not that confident in this, or feeling uncertain about this, or not knowing, like, do I need to really step up and move on this, or do I need to lean back, right? There is definitely a bit of indecision that I'm picking up on here for some of you guys that picked pile 1 with regard to what's next. And it definitely seems to stem from, you know, the Page of Pentacles, as I was saying, this is all about new learning, and pages are kind of like, they're like young energy. So it's a new path. It's a new beginning. And you guys are actioning toward this, starting off really in a learning space, right? The Page of Pentacles is someone who's studying. They're educating themselves. They're learning the basics before they can graduate onto that Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And with that King of Swords in reverse, again, kind of what I was saying in the beginning, it's like it definitely seems that you guys may go through a period here where it feels a little bit uncertain to you, where you're not sure how to take the lead in the situation yet, or you're not sure if you should be acting as a leader in the situation yet. Being a little bit indecisive at times, being a little bit unclear, experiencing a little bit of doubt. But what I do see here with this 2 of Swords reversed is that there will come a time where you guys kind of stop being neutral about it. Maybe there's a time where you guys, and maybe currently coming into this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you've been sort of in this place of ignoring the elephant in the room about how you're feeling, being stuck a little bit in indecision, or sliding into indecision because you're not ready to take a decisive move yet, you know? But I feel like ultimately the time will come when you make a decision to come out of this and open yourself up spiritually to the messages that you're intended to receive around what's going on here. Some of you guys, it might be a situation where you're trying to decide what action to take, what step to take. And part of this Page of Pentacles energy is exploring your options. And needing to come out of a period of indecision and lack of clarity. And I think that through continuing to study and learn, the path forward will eventually become a lot clearer. Also, continuing to relax and open yourself up to the higher perspectives of things will help things become clear for you. Let's get a few of these ones next. We have clarity. Awareness about a hesitated truth will soon be revealed. That is hilarious. So you guys are coming into a period where things that were confusing will become more clear. And like the Temple Path is talking about, you will realize eventually why you're on this path and what purpose it's serving for you. Okay. We have the 7th house. Your perception of an ideal connection, the commitment you seek in relationships, how you project and deal with triggers. So 7th house energy is the energy of partnerships, right? It's the energy of partnerships, whether it be business partnerships, romantic partnerships. With the Page of Pentacles, for a lot of you guys, this feels more career oriented to me, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Because we're always learning, even in romantic partnerships as well, right? And the Page of Pentacles does represent learning. This also is talking about your commitments, right? So whatever thing you're committing to, you're going to be able to see if this is something that you feel is sustainable, or this is something that you can actually commit to and see through until the end. Let's get another one. The Provider. Is stable and enjoys gift giving, doesn't mind paying for others accordingly, respects hard work and effort. This definitely feels career oriented for a lot of you guys. Could be related to love still, but it definitely feels more like related to your material world for a lot of you guys with pile 1. There's an energy here of following through with commitments and needing to maybe put in the hard work so that you can get to this place of stability. The Provider is stable, right? Maybe this is the energy of you all wanting to step into this provider energy, whether it be providing for yourself or providing for someone else, providing for a partnership in some way. So let's see. Let's continue with a few more cards for pile 1. What else does pile 1 need to know about this next energy coming up for them? We have the Mirror. Reflect. I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. This is also showing crown chakra energy as well with that purple star there. This is also a time, with that 2 of Swords reverse where there's reflection, like there's reflection that's needed. You guys may need to take a step back and reflect a little bit here before making an ultimate decision about how you want to move forward, right? Looking in the mirror, deciding like, hey, like, does this situation really align with me? Venus energy is also talking about what you value, right? What do you value in life? What do you value within your situation that you're in right now? And does this situation align with your values? Let's see what else we get. We have the Lost Star, Rebirth. Out of darkness into the light. So again, clarity is coming for you guys. And maybe as you guys are viewing this reading, you're feeling like things are a little bit dark or things are a little bit confusing, unclear. But ultimately, it will be revealed to you. The hesitated truth will be revealed. Maybe you guys are coming into this reading right now feeling a little bit lost or uncertain about where you're supposed to be going in life, And I think through opening up and connecting to your higher self, listening to your gut instincts, listening to your intuition, you guys intuitively know what's right for you and what's not right for you. You know what I mean? And when we're starting to feel a little bit of friction in a situation where our peace is being disturbed, sometimes this can be an indication that we may not be in the correct place right now. So a rebirth is coming. Enlightenment is coming. That's what I feel is like the next phase for you guys. This seems to be about enlightenment and getting clarity over a situation that you all are in. Let's get one more to close us out, pile 1. Okay. We have be the bridge. Expand your consciousness to behold both worlds. Very interesting way to close it out. This is kind of like what we're talking about with the crown chakra, right? Like opening yourself up a little bit more. Maybe even just simply being a little bit more open-minded. And when it's talking about being the bridge, a bridge brings together two separate entities, right? It brings together two pieces of land that metaphorically might be very different. And maybe you guys are bridging from one piece of land over to a new piece of land. And maybe that feels a little bit scary to you. But you are the bridge, right? You are the bridge. Meaning that you have an understanding of both worlds. And that it's okay to step into both worlds and be multifaceted and bring things from the old situation into the new situation, if that is in fact where you guys are going, to somewhere new. But it definitely looks like what's coming up for you guys is a period of reflection, a period of understanding, a period of achieving clarity through being curious and doing some self-reflection, really aligning yourself with your values to help bring clarity into your situation. So it looks really interesting, pile one. I think those are all the messages I'm receiving for you. So we're going to close out your message there, but please drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a new video really soon. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys picked out this beautiful pyrite cluster, this is going to be your reading. We're looking into the next major energies coming up for you that you guys need to be aware of. We're going to start with some oracles and then move into tarot and a few more oracles. So for you, pile number two, we start off with the first chakra. This is the root chakra, Archangel Michael. We have yin yang, and we have broken heart. Okay, so what's next for you? Pile two. I feel what's next for you guys is certainly a period of time where the root chakra is being highlighted. So this is talking all about your stability, your feelings of safety and security within the world. So this can be talking about just like in general, in life, period, like altogether, or it could be talking about the need to strive for safety and security within a relationship or safety, security within your career. Like there could be specific areas of your life where this area is needing to be highlighted for you. Your stability, your safety, your security, and making sure that you're feeling balanced. I feel like there's an energy with this first chakra as well of like needing to understand or strive for belonging in whatever environment that you're in as well. Because again, to feel secure in a specific situation, it can come from experience with that situation, but it also kind of has to come from self, right? Like working on yourself in a space to get yourself to a space where you can feel comfortable and secure in most situations, I feel is going to be highlighted here. And with this focus on the root chakra, we have the yin yang energy. So this is all about being passive versus active. Yin energy being the more passive energy, yang energy being the more active energy. So you guys may be coming into a period of time where you're trying to sort of learn, when do I need to lean into being more passive and just be comfortable with just being and existing and receiving? When do I need to move into yang energy and be more active, actively pursuing, actively going after what it is that I want? This is sort of like a cyclical energy, right? There are times in life where we do need to be more passive and just receive and rest and just be. There are other times where we need to be more active and go after things, right? Be the initiator of change in our lives. We're going to get more info to see maybe what is more relevant here for you, but this is also a time, I think, of healing for you with the broken heart coming up. Some of you guys may, I feel like it's an energy of healing something around your stability and your security in your life. Maybe you guys coming into this reading have experienced some sort of tribulation or broken heart energy. I feel like a release when I look at this, because when you look at this, yes, the heart is cracked. There's one little tear coming out of it. But to me, the way I see this card is it almost feels like the crack is slowly mending. And this is the last little squeeze of a tear that's coming out. You guys get what I mean? So you're moving through release in your life. Releasing something, healing from something, moving on, perhaps from something that isn't serving you. Some of you guys may be healing this energy of not only the root chakra, stability, security, but also healing this concept of yin yang, right? Becoming more in tune with like, when do I need to put forth the action versus when do I need to be more passive? Because too much of either one can be detrimental, right? Or maybe detrimental is kind of a dramatic way to say it, but like too much of any one is not good, because if you're always acting, right, you don't have a time to sit still and just be grateful and receive. And if you're always just sitting still, then you're never creating and acting, right? Like you may remain stagnant. So it is something where we need to strive for balance for sure. So let's go ahead and get some clarification here, starting with this root chakra. So what's next for pile 2? Ooh. Justice in reverse. Okay. Okay. 9 of Wands here. Definitely a healing period. Maybe coming out of a tougher cycle here for you guys. So yeah, there's definitely something here with the Justice card reverse that I feel is out of balance in your life. And sometimes with the Justice card, this is where we can kind of feel like something unfair has happened to us. Something unjust has happened to us. This could be talking about even like a legal contract or something being severed, you know. So I think of like the dissolution of a marriage or something like along those lines, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that for all of you guys. But whatever is out of balance or feeling unfair is directly correlated to your stability and your security in life. And I do see how this could lead to feelings of sadness or heartbreak. But I feel that there's this energy of the King of Cups of managing this really well, all things considered, because the King of Cups is definitely this energy of being very in tune with your emotions, being in control of your emotions, having a mature understanding of your emotions, and moving and acting with grace, moving and acting with emotional maturity as you navigate this situation. You might be feeling a lot inside. There could be feelings of, you know, the broken heart or feeling tumultuous about things. But a King of Cups is ultimately very controlled with their emotions, right? They don't always show how they feel, but you know that they're feeling it. This is about having compassion and empathy for yourself and others during this time if needed. Going back to your yin yang, there's definitely this energy of like, whatever this is that's going on, you guys are springing into that yang energy of taking action here with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is all about going after what we feel passionately about, springing into action. It's a little bit impulsive at times. And so I think, again, the message in the beginning stands of knowing how to balance it, knowing when to channel this passionate energy, but then also knowing when to pull it back a little bit and just be still, so that you can make sure that you're moving correctly, coming correct toward the situation versus being impulsive about the situation. So this is really interesting, group 2. I'm going to move into some our next oracles just to see if we can get a little bit more info about what this situation is for you. But yeah, it definitely feels like springing into action here with that Knight of Wands to recover from whatever this Justice reverse situation is for you. So let's see for pile number 2. We have number 4, Uranus. Stabilizes your dedication toward original advancements. Okay. You know, number 4, definitely talking about stability here. For some of you guys with Uranus coming up, this could be like some sort of unexpected destabilization in your life that you weren't anticipating. Because Uranus is like that very surprising kind of like disruptive energy, kind of like a tower moment. But The good thing about Uranus is that even though it might kind of shake us up, think of it maybe not as a tower moment, but think of it as like a really harsh shifting of gears in your life. And it's not a bad thing, but it helps to kind of shock the system into doing things differently, which may be needed for you at this time. Let's see what else we get. We have watching. Someone is checking you out, admiring your looks or work ethics, being seen, doing a double take. So the way that you guys are navigating this situation, it's being observed by somebody. So there may be, maybe this is where this energy of the Knight of Wands is coming from, because you know that people are watching you. You want to be seen as maybe like taking action in a positive way with regard to this. But I do think that even if that's not the case, the way that you handle the situation is actually being admired. People are actually celebrating you behind the scenes for the way that you're going about things. We have, okay. Keep an eye out for what you're being protected from. This person, place, thing, or idea needs a boundary. So there is going to be a realization here that you guys may need to set some boundaries. Okay. Maybe this King of Cups is a person of significance, right? Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be a person specifically that you guys need to set boundaries with. Maybe this person is showing up here next to the broken heart because this person is the one that needs the boundary. But there's something that you guys are being guided to protect right now from something or someone else, whether it's protecting your energy, setting boundaries within a situation, your organization, or a specific person. So let's see what else. We have the Enchanter. This is heart chakra. It says, I wish upon a star and my dreams come true. Okay. Let's get another one for pile 2. We also have Ecopius the Seer, visionary. I chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. So some of you guys might be working with astrology, magic, maybe tarot. That could be a part of this journey for some of you guys. But both of these cards are kind of talking about going after your dreams. You know what I mean? So maybe for some of you guys, part of this story of what you're going through, maybe this disruption in your root chakra it's going to help you to better align with your dreams and your ultimate goals and achievements. It's that gear shift that's shocking your system to move on to a different path, right? So I think this is a time where it's going to be important to make sure that you're in alignment with what it is that you ultimately desire out of this situation and set those clear intentions as you act forward. You guys might be using astrology to help you decide when to act or how to act too. All right, let's get one more for you guys, pile 2. What else should pile 2 know about this next big energy coming up for them? In the Castle of Dreams, become altered by the color of your dreams. You guys see like this energy of dreams keeps coming up for you. So it's like, I think that even though you guys may perceive something about this situation may feel jarring or unfair or tough, there's like a very clear message coming through for you about needing to shift gears and move into your dream life. Is this a dream for your career? Is it a dream for your love life? Is it just life in general? Like all 3 of these last cards that came out were referencing like going after your dreams. Become altered by the color of your dreams. So when you think about the ultimate goal that you're wanting to achieve, what are your dreams? How do you then embody the energy of those dreams and start creating that within your life? So this is really interesting, pile 2. I believe those are all the messages I'm getting, but I would love to hear from you in the comments how it resonates with your situation and how you feel it may apply to your life. So drop me a comment below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you guys will be updated when I upload new videos. And I do look forward to seeing you in a new video soon. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, if you guys picked out this beautiful rose quartz tower, this is going to be your reading. We're looking into the next big energy coming up for you in your life. We're going to start off with some oracles, and then we'll get into a few other decks on camera. So starting things off for you, group 3, we have the woman holding a heart. We have patience. We have door to personal healing and happiness. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, pile 3. I feel what's happening for you next is there is this desire for change in your personal life. And I do feel like this door to personal healing and happiness is about blessings and abundance and a change, positive change for the better with something in your personal life coming through for you. I do think that it's in the works, but I think that you guys will be coming into a period of time where you're guided to be a little bit more patient with the timing of things and the process of things here. It's like there's this energy of being able to see that there's a door open or a window open for you, and you can see the blessings that are just within your reach, but there may be a need here to exercise, again, a little bit of patience and put in a little bit more time, or give it a little bit more time. This is a very like wintry image as well, right? And she's holding a clock, and there may be a need for you guys. I think I'm getting a message to like maybe get a little bit more rest. That might help you, or just kind of lay whatever it is to rest and don't force it. You know what I mean? Allow yourself to maybe move into a little bit of a winter season as it pertains to this goal that you're wanting to achieve, and just relax and know that it's happening for you. It's in the works. You guys also have the woman holding a heart. So this is talking about someone who is very compassionate and loving and supportive. This can be you guys, your energy referring to your energy of becoming this more loving, heartfelt, compassionate individual. This can also be talking about a support system that you have, somebody in your life who is embodying those traits, who's here to support you on your journey to personal healing and happiness. So this looks beautiful, you guys. It definitely feels like blessings and abundance and love are on the horizon for you. It just seems like for whatever reason, there's a need to give this a little bit more time and be patient with the process. So I want to go ahead and get some clarification here with the tarot next. So let's see. Clarifying the woman holding a heart. We have a Page of Pentacles in reverse. Clarifying the Patience card. We have a Knight of Cups. And then we have a Magician. Yes. Okay. I love this for you guys. I'm feeling, you guys have the Hierophant at the bottom, and I'm feeling like right now there's a need for you guys to maybe like play along with the status quo a little bit, right? Maybe some of you guys are like in a situation where you feel like you have to follow or play by certain types of rules, maybe somebody else's rules. And I feel like you're trying to manifest something a little bit different for yourself, something that feels more personal to you, a life that feels more curated by you, more controlled by you, versus whatever this structure is symbolizing, right? So I think there's a need to kind of follow the status quo right now. But I do see here that this energy of like kindness and compassion is actually going to work really well in your favor, okay? I'm wondering if you guys are in a situation or heading into a situation where things might feel a little bit, you may feel a lack of curiosity about it, a lack of excitement about it, maybe even feeling a little bit of like a lack of progress around it, because maybe it's just not something you have a genuine interest in. Maybe it's not something that you feel is really in alignment with where it is that you want to go. Page of Pentacles reverse is kind of a lack of curiosity of something, a lack of exploration. This can also be talking about some of you guys receiving some sort of news. With Pentacles, it could be about career. Some sort of news maybe that isn't what you wanted to hear. And so we have this energy here of the woman holding a heart, which is talking all about being compassionate, right? This can be a compassionate person supporting you through this news, you being compassionate with yourself through whatever you're told, because the pages are like, they're divine messengers too, right? They deliver news to us at times, communication. This can also just be talking about things you guys may feel, again, with the patience card, like things are just moving a little bit too slowly, you know? Maybe you guys have started something new and you've lost interest in it, or you've started something new and it just doesn't feel good to you. It feels out of alignment for some reason, right? There's some regret that I'm getting here for some of you guys. Definitely impatience, but it definitely seems like through this Knight of Cups energy and this woman holding a heart energy, this loving, compassionate, kind energy, you will be able to make better progress here. It's almost like raising your vibration through acting as if, being the person to kind of like spread kindness and generosity and happiness to others. I feel like this is going to make you guys feel a lot better about your situation, and it's going to help you to feel less impatient about it, because shifting into this energy and out of this energy is going to be much more what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to feel a lot more, you're going to feel more happy shifting into this energy. And then as you're manifesting here with the Magician card, manifesting this new beginning in your personal life, you're going to be much more in alignment with the joys that you're looking to seek, right? With the change you're looking to seek, versus manifesting like this, not so much. So I want to see, let's get a little bit more here for pile number 3. What else does pile 3 need to know about this next change coming up for them? Work through triggers. It's a personal problem. Self-analysis will help free you from the projection. So there's something going on with your situation where you guys are being triggered or feeling, again, not great about it. That's what I keep picking up on. Like there's something about your current situation where you guys are really wanting and desiring something different. And this is talking about like, this is a you problem. Like you're being triggered. It's not necessarily your current situation. It's something going on within you. So there is a need to go within here compassionately and turn this lack of curiosity into curiosity about self, and ask yourself, where are these feelings coming from and why? Okay. Let's see what else we get for pile 3. Third house. The committed language, or the communicated language that dominates your character. You see, the Knight of Cups is this energy of kind and compassionate communication. It's the way that like the person that can woo other people, the person that's always nice and charming and spreading joy to others. So there's something about leaning into this communication style that is going to serve you in your highest good as you go forward. We have time. Divine timing is in the works. This eternal clock creates the perfect timing for each individual's season. So this is why the patience card is coming up, you guys, because there's a need to relax and allow things to happen exactly and precisely when they're supposed to. Because energetically, when you're ready for it, that's when the divine timing is here, right? And so there's something around some triggers that you guys are being called to work on right now so that you can be able to call in whatever this personal change is that you're desiring. Let's see what else for pile 3. We have the Star Mother loved. The Universal Mother loves and supports me totally. This is so beautiful. This is all like, this is a third eye card as well. This is talking about your third eye chakra. So there's, again, that's makes perfect sense with that patience card. I feel like for some of you guys, you're just really wanting to know, when's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? And there's a need to just relax and trust that the universe has your back. Sometimes when we're always so worried about when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen, you know, that shows that we're not really trusting the process. This is talking about how the Universal Mother, the universe, is supporting you. And you needing to maybe trust more in that, have more faith. We also have Ecopius the Seer, Visionary. I chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. So that's interesting with the Magician here. You guys are very powerful. You know, like, don't undermine your power through letting fear or triggers get in the way, because you are in a place where you have all the tools and skills that you need to be able to manifest whatever life it is that you want. It's already here. It's within your power. You know what I mean? And this card is talking about using your magic to manifest. Maybe some of you guys are going to be leaning into astrology or something like that, numerology, to help support you in your manifestations going forward here. Maybe your manifestation has to do with astrology. I don't know. Let's see what else. One more to close us out, pile 3. Ooh. You hold the key to the awakened life. Set yourself free. Yep. Just like I was saying with the Magician card, you guys have the skills. You have the skills, the tools, and the abilities to create something else if that's what you truly desire here. So if you're in a situation where you feel stuck, if you're in a situation that feels out of alignment for you, time to set yourself free. Time to tap into these manifestation skills. Patience is still going to be required, right? It's not necessarily going to happen for you overnight, but don't remain in a situation that feels like it's dimming your light. You know what I mean? Do you notice how like this bright illuminated path is literally right behind this woman? She's got her head down. She's like kind of sad and on the tree or wherever she's at. All she has to do is get up and the light's there showing her the way. So I feel like a lot of you guys intuitively know maybe what you need to do. And this period of time that's coming up in your life is where you're learning how to actually do it, to set yourself free from wherever is keeping you stuck. So pile 3, this is a really beautiful message, and I'm really curious to hear how it resonates with your situation. So please drop me a comment below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload new videos, and I look forward to seeing you in a new one really soon. Bye.